If a one-person developer team tried to develop a Grand Theft Auto style VR game, Trap Life VR is probably it. And as the title of the name suggests, this is a very grown-up game. This is not a family game at all. Multiplayer sandbox puts you in a big free roam city. You're immediately buying some seeds, growing some stuff, and trying to make your money and your way on the streets. It's very clear the second you get in this game, you could spend real-world money to try and get this, but you can also grind away completely free and unlock all kinds of stuff. I met a guy the first second I was in that was telling me the best people to take my stuff to, sell to, and then as you level up, there's cars and basketball and all kinds of things to do. It's extremely early. You can feel it by the frame rates, the bugginess, but already over 1,000 people giving this a 4.4 star rating, with reviews saying it's came a long ways already. There's so much potential. Keep up the development. But people pointing out on Quest 2, it crashed. There was not enough memory, it said. Even on Quest 3, this feels early and it can be rough, but the fact that you're in an open city, you can get a car, guns, take out other people, it's really GTA feeling. Another review, free online GTA open world, meet other players, join gangs, but other low reviews saying it's too laggy. When you get into a car, they couldn't see with the height rendering off, but best hood game ever. You can feel the potential it has at this point, and I just hope that they can get more developers on their team and build this thing out, because it could be really awesome. And even with the simple graphics, once you get in, you start hanging out with other people, it actually can be really fun. Project Freefall is a completely free game from Shell Games, the makers of Among Us 3D. It just launched in early access, VR, flat, epic, Steam, meta. A game where a group of you is skydiving, you jump out of a plane, but there's only one parachute and you have to fight it out in the sky to grab it. Power-ups, a Spider-Man web-style parkour action. There's other objects falling that you can pull yourself around in the sky, but unfortunately very few reviews to go on so far, as it hasn't even been fully out and active for a month yet. 14 ratings giving it 3.8 stars. People saying it's amazing. They tried it on their Quest 3 and on PC as well. It's a must-buy because it's free, but others citing the early access bugs, saying it's good, but it kicked them out already and they want them to fix that. Massive potential, but its lowest review so far at 2 stars, saying it's soulless. They feel like there's a bunch of AI in the game, the assets and stuff in it, and they don't like seeing that at all. But it's brand new and they're really using the Discord to try and get people's feedback and help design the game they want it. So if you want to be a part of that, check it out. Join that Discord and let them know your thoughts. War of the Wizards is a VR game you might already be familiar with. Fighting action strategy MOBA that pits you against other wizards and an army at your command. And there's a new free Apprentice Edition that's been getting a lot of attention. In the Apprentice Edition, you can still do 1v1 duels against other wizards, PvE mode, and it has a unique mechanic where not only are you directing a small army in front of you, but the way most of your conjuring works is you cast spells by drawing them in the air in front of you and then charging them up and using them. Luckily, the drawing patterns are somewhat forgiving. They don't have to be absolutely perfect, but when you're in the heat of the battle with a real other person against you, it can be very tense. You're trying to draw and fight and fire and direct all as fast as you can. Very thrilling, and with that, 10,000 people give this a super high 4.8 star rating, with people saying it's really fun way you draw spells, you're trying to destroy their turrets, and they like to bring in the dragon because it does so much damage. But low reviews getting annoyed because they bought the full version and now there's a free version. They wish they hadn't paid anything, but a lot of reviews singing its praise. People saying they can play it for hours. The coolest spells and the way you have to draw them is really immersive, but other people complaining about toxicity, players being too good, just spamming them, taking them out. I got in this new version even though I played the old version, played a match, the servers had people in it instantly. It was fun, it was tense, but when you go from the training and then you go up against a real person, it's definitely very different and much more difficult. Airport Security Guard is currently free and early access. It's only been out a few months and is already wildly popular. Basically, you jump in as TSA at the airport. You have to get people through in time, get them on their flight, but find out who has contraband and keep them off the flight. And in a few short months, 30,000 ratings, 4.9 star rating, 91% 5-star, 0% 2 or 1 stars. Great, fun, witty game. The witty commentary is legendary. The best VR game. Is the word violence a bad word, do you think? You can spend some money to buy things like the Intimidation Pack, which help you choose violence to get the people out of the airport you don't want to deal with. Lots of promise in a great future, and so few 1 stars it's considered 0%, but if you look at what they're saying, some citing glitching as it's in early access, people having trouble with their DLCs there, but overall a fun game, a great one for content creators. And our new guy Quinn here at the studio actually liked this game so much that he made a whole video playing it over on his channel. I'll leave a link to that in case you want to look at it a little bit more before you go download it. Free sports games on the Quest are usually a big hit, and especially soccer games, so We Are Soccer, no surprise, just coming out this year, is already gaining popularity. A VR soccer club similar to VRFS in that it uses your hands as your feet in it, giving you real control over the ball. You can play 1v1 modes and control the entire team by bouncing between who's the ball handler, or play with more people, team up for 2v2s and even 5v5s. And different movement styles, so if you want your joystick to still control your player and you just control the feet, or if you want to use your hands as your feet and actually run, ways to customize your characters, and coming up on 1,000 reviews, giving us another high 4.8 star rating. People saying it just has a lot of fun things to offer. You can use your head, your feet, your chest even to move the ball. They love it. They highly recommend it. Other people citing bugs as it's early, saying they weren't able to play, but the developer responding and saying they did fix it now. That person should be able to get in just fine. Others saying this is the best soccer game, 10 out of 10. You can be creative, skillful, and it even competes with VRFS, which is known as the biggest soccer game of all. And it's hard to find low reviews, but even the high reviews do bring up, of course, like other free multiplayer games, toxicity in it. But other ones that cite bugs, the developer responds quickly and goes in and fixes them. Really impressive to see, and probably why it has such a high rating. Ironstrike might take the title for the prettiest skybox I've ever seen on Quest, and surprisingly some of the best looking graphics with the lighting on the enemies and everything you deal with. Another game that's been around a while but went free to play a few months ago and has gotten tons of updates over time. A visceral battle game. You've got a sword in your hand, sometimes a crossbow, magic spells, but you have to actually block your enemy's attacks, counter, and it has some defense even built in of you trying to like put your sword and just spam, of giving just very low damage points when you're in those situations. And you can even play it co-op, but it's a roguelite with physics-based swordplay. The spellcaster gestures, the archery is traditional archery, but nearly 1,000 people reviewed this with a higher 4.5 star rating. But much like the story of other games that were paid and went free to play, low reviews saying, am I getting a refund for that? But others saying, it's just great. No BS, no spoilers. It's a game that wants you to die and you have to have a fast reaction time to play it. People saying, how is a game this good free? The enemy AI and their movements are great. Their taunts. People can't believe it went free, but it was paid for a while and they needed to have people in it playing it to make it work, so like a lot of games out there, they went free. Sail is a game that has been out for years, a pirate simulator that has gotten new life breathed into it with new updates, including a major graphical overhaul. If you don't know this game already, this is a VR multiplayer game often compared to Sea of Thieves, but made completely for VR. And now with new updates to affect the lighting, the water, and everything about your experience, people are saying it's more beautiful than it's ever been. Around 5,000 reviews over its time, still with a lower 4.3 star rating. Top reviews saying it's a very good game, but it does still have bugs. Play at your own risk. It's a fun game, but there's multiple hackers and cheaters in it. No anti-cheat to stop them. Others saying they just can't stop playing it. It's so fun. But like a lot of these games, amazing game, not so amazing people. This game has been in development for many years. I'm curious if you tried it before and after the graphical update, how do you feel about it? Do you think it looks better? Ruffnauts Planet Pals could be on track to already replace Gorilla Tag and Animal Company as the most reviewed game on the store. This is a VR sandbox with creature collecting, gadgets, with some elements that definitely seem like they're inspired by Pokemon. You throw your capture cube, you collect over 100 creatures, feed them, evolve them, and then ride them into chaos. Also physics and gadgets to mess with all of those things. 46,000 reviews, putting us at 4.8 stars already. Review citing it's a great experience. They'll play it every day until their VR dies. It's immersive and flawless, although there is bugs. It's just one of the most addictive games out there, but people complaining about getting banned. But like a lot of other Gorilla Locomotion type games, a lot of just spammy reviews with weird symbols in the chat, emojis over and over, and way too many reviews about the dragon, good and bad, whether it's because they made changes they didn't like to it or because they lost their dragon. What do you think? Is this going to be the next top game on the store? Ylisia is a VR MMORPG, and along with the trends we've seen, another game that went free to play a few months back. A game where you can go in alone or with your allies, quests, level up, skills, trades. A game where the land has fallen and you are now trying to re-establish it while facing all kinds of dangers. And around 200 people giving this a 3.8 star rating. A rating that actually looks like it's been coming up more recently with updates and the game becoming free. A lot of reviews saying the same things. They've been looking for an MMORPG. They really like this one, even people who played before it became free. Pretty good, great, but lower reviews talking about it's still early access and it's just not there. Not enough people in the servers to play with. It's okay, but it has real potential, but making it free just didn't make it less jank, and for the people who paid for that a year ago, that probably stings worse. Another pet simulator that was highly anticipated, but kind of fell on its face when it came out, Hello Dot. From the makers of Pokemon Go Niantic, this is a mixed reality pet experience that advertises itself as a Tamagotchi-like game where you have a pet in mixed reality in the room with you to hang out with. But the reviews are very mixed on this one. 48% 5-star, 20% 1-star, giving it a low 3.6 rating. Some saying it's cute, it's pretty good, a little glitchy still. Others saying it's a relaxing and fun time with your family. But the low reviews saying that it's glitchy, it's broken, it's unplayable. They can't reset it once it messes up and it continues to stay broken for them, or it just doesn't let them play it. With a rating like that, the fact that it's been out over a year and we haven't seen any updates to fix it means this one is probably going to be lost to time. If you've been missing the old days of Duck Hunt, Huntiverse Ultimate VR Hunting Arcade might be for you. A virtual reality hunting game that looks just like you took Duck Hunt and popped it into the 21st century. A game that's been out a couple years but went free to play about 10 months ago. Still very unknown though. Only 38 ratings, giving it a 4.7 star rating, 82% 5-star ratings. Nostalgic and addicting, a great game, but reviews asking, is it worth it to pay for the extra levels beyond what the free game gives you? True gamer for reals, bringing up if you're a fan of the NES Classic, you gotta get this one. With the only low review being someone who said the developer sent them a key and then it looks like they still had to pay to unlock the game. Duck Hunt fans can definitely add this one to their list. Have you seen those fail videos where people spend a whole long time building an RC plane, take it out and crash and destroy it on their first try? Well, there's an RC pilot trainer sim on Quest that is trying to help you with that. Learn to fly, even using real external controllers from these planes, but doing them in mixed reality and not crash the planes. RC pilot trainer has been out less than a year and somehow such a niche product already has a 4.8 star rating with over 500 reviews, 90% of them 5-star. Reviews citing that it's a good game, but there is too many paywalls once you get past the free content. Others saying it's fantastic. It's a reasonable price if you do want the extra planes and they love the mixed reality. Best VR RC flight sims on the market. Only 2 written reviews, one saying you have to pay to play and others struggling to find the mixed reality mode even though other reviews said they enjoyed it. This is a pretty niche one. Very few people probably need this unless you are someone trying to develop this skill in real life, but let me know if you are in the comments. With the rise of AI now, we're going to start seeing AI companions. We've already seen people hanging out with them on their phones, some people even treating their phone companions like they are real life partners. Well, Quest is not immune to this. Soulmate AI companion out for less than a year. Basically, this advertises it as a loyal friend. You'll never feel alone and always have someone to hang out with in your face-to-face chats, play truth or dare and outfits, and this is just so weird. And people agree, it's weird. Only 400 reviews give it a 3.8 star. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is one of the only ones listed. I'm not going to talk about the reviews. They are too bad to put on screen or even read out loud. But one review, how is it rated? Everyone 10 and up, and then suggested themes is literally in the rating. I don't know on this one. Now, every game on the list is free, but not every game is worth even that price. And there's one called F1 Racing that when I saw a trailer somewhere, I was really excited at the idea of this. And this might have the worst rating I've ever seen on the store, though. Game claims you get to experience the thrill of Formula One from a first-person perspective, a realistic car and track to really enhance the immersion, even designing custom tracks. And somehow over 100 people have given this 80% 1-star ratings at a 1.6 star. Only 2 reviews that look like they pretty clearly are fake in the 5-star range. Good. So first I hoped into the game and it was amazing. Liked the looked room. The driving is bad though. 5 stars. But yeah, everyone's saying it doesn't work, it sucks, there's a car and a steering wheel, but it doesn't do anything. Something that came out this year was probably some kind of a tech demo and just got left behind. But seriously, I think that might be the lowest rating I've ever seen that at least more than a handful of people have ever rated. A small mention here at the end for worst food truck because I had the worst experience trying to play this game. I was actually really excited because this looks really interesting. It had a great rating. No trailer, only pictures when you actually look at the game page, but I tried uninstalling, reinstalling. I tried everything I could and it would get closer to getting open, but I never quite got this one open. So if you have, let me know what you think of it down in the comments. And with that, there's a bunch more free games for you out there to check out. Some great, some but they are there for you. We got lots of other free games lists. If you want to check those out here on the channel, make sure you do. And we're working on making more big compilations for you since you like those. But thank you for being here with me once again. And I'll see you in another reality.